Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be talking about why less and less people are having kids, and it is really hot today. So yeah, let's get into the video. Well, first of all, I think it comes down to the financial burden that you will carry once you have a kid, or when you have multiple kids. It's not all about you anymore. You have to sacrifice a lot to be able to raise a child, to be able to provide it for a child, to be able to feed the child. You need to really give a lot of yourself to that human being or human beings that you are caring for, raising, and providing for. So obviously it's a beautiful thing to have kids, and I really encourage a lot more people to have kids, especially when they're younger. Don't wait to have kids. It's in my opinion, it'd be a waste of time just to wait, unless you want to do big things in your life. You want to progress in your career. You want to travel a lot more while you're young, and while you don't have kids. I get all that. I understand it 100%. But in my honest opinion, I will say that having kids younger is better, and you're leaving a legacy. You're leaving a legacy here on this planet, and you're not just doing everything for yourself. You're doing different things for your kids, for your family. What doesn't help this is that fewer people are getting married. People don't want to get married. They just want to have fun, have a fling, and that's that. They're not thinking about the future. They're not thinking about if they want to leave something here on earth other than just themselves, other than just trying to make money. Yeah, the door's open here because it's so hot outside, so I have to keep it open. But yeah, anyways, the culture, the individualism, it all plays a factor in why people don't want to have kids, or actually having less and less kids. But my generation and probably future generations are going to have less kids, and it's a shame. But I'm going to say that people need to have kids, and we need to have a lot more kids, because kids are a blessing and kids are a beautiful thing. It's seen as a burden now to have kids for parents. I don't know why that is. Probably because individualism, like I said, traveling, making money, just being a degenerate and not wanting to have kids, in my honest opinion. So yeah, hopefully it gets better before it gets worse, as I always say. It really grinds my gears when married people say, don't have kids yet, wait a little bit, travel, enjoy yourselves, explore everything. I'm like, what are you talking about? You should be saying the opposite. You should be saying, have kids as soon as you can, as soon as you guys are able to, essentially. But it's different nowadays because both parents have to work. You really need a dual income here in the United States to be able to survive. And I'm not saying this goes for all women, but I've seen women prioritize careers now, prioritize their education, prioritize everything else besides, motherhood, besides becoming a mother. I think that it's the way it is now because of the system. The system forces you to go to school, get a career, and then work in that career for as long as possible. And that deters you from maybe wanting to have a kid, or wanting to start a family, which sucks. It really does suck. Maybe it's not entirely that people don't want to have kids, but maybe it's the fact that people want to do it right. And maybe that means having kids at an older age, when you're more financially established, when you have a good career, when you have a certain amount of income coming in that you don't have to worry about. But that usually happens for most people. For most average people, that usually happens when you're well into your 30s. Maybe if you're lucky, your early 30s, but probably more so when you're into your mid 30s. But by the time you're in your mid 30s, you have a kid, let's say at 35, and when you turn 55, the kid will be 20 years old, and by then it's like you won't be young anymore. You won't be able to do things with your kid at the age that they will be at. And to me, that sucks. Like, why would you want to have kids that late, well into your 30s? yeah, it doesn't make sense to me. But I guess, like I said, that's just how it is today. And yeah, I don't know, whatever happened to like wanting to have multiple kids, wanting to have a big family, the standard American dream, like white picket fence with a huge family, 3-4 kids and a wife. That should be reported more in media and social media. That should be like, that should be the thing. That should be the thing nowadays. But it's the opposite. It's because of our culture and our consumerism. People just want to buy stuff. People want to have the coolest things, the coolest gadgets, the newest phone, the newest game system. They want to have the biggest house. They want to have, they want everything to be the best, tip-top shape. But that only leaves you with maybe a hole in your heart when you think about it down the line when you're older. Maybe people with kids can comment and really attest to this, or give their insight of how it is to have kids versus waiting to have kids. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. It is super hot today, but I wanted to get this video out for you guys, and hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please hit that like button. It would help me a lot. It helps push the video out to a lot more people, to a bigger group of people on YouTube, and subscribe to the channel if you're new as well. I really appreciate it, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.